A lot of homeowners do not trust solar companies, and honestly, I kind of get it. People have been pressured at their doors, shown unrealistic saving numbers, were promised one thing and then another thing was installed, or after installation, completely ignored. The problem is not solar itself, it's how to separate a good company from a bad one. So the question is, how do you properly choose and vet a solar company in 2026? Welcome back to the lab where our opinions cannot be bought. Going solar can feel very overwhelming, especially when there's not many sources online explaining how this even works. So we're going to be giving you a valuable checklist to go through before you sign anything, because a good solar company should survive scrutiny. And a bad one usually falls apart the second you start asking questions. If at any point any of this information in this video is too much for you, go down to the description where we built a quiz that sets you up with a company in your area that we actually trust, and they can help you achieve your solar goal. When most people are doing their research on solar companies, they just look at the star rating. But instead, you should look specifically in the reviews for things like post-install complaints, warranty problems, communication issues, delays, or lastly, production problems. Now, in every industry, lots of people pay for reviews. If you actually take the time to go read them, it might tell a different story. Also, to add on to that point, make sure to keep an eye on when those reviews were published, because if they happened, say, 4 years ago, then maybe they've fixed their stuff by now. If you're wondering where you can do this, you can pretty much just Google it. Most companies have a business page, and all the reviews are right there to the public. You can also check a few other places like forums, the Better Business Bureau, Trustpilot, or even just ask the company themselves for references. All we're trying to say is just make sure you see the whole picture before signing anything. A homeowner might get told that going solar might dissolve their utility bill. Then the system actually gets installed, but the numbers do not match reality. Usually it means that the initial estimate was over-aggressive. A proper estimate should account for utility rates, how much power your home is using, and it should also include solar credits or just little hiccups in your array saying one side is covered by shade, and that means you're not being 100% efficient. If those details are missing, then the savings estimate is just probably a flashy number. If a solar company cannot clearly explain these saving estimates, then that would probably be a good indication to run. This is where a lot of homeowners actually get trapped. Shady solar companies are kind of like, dealerships. People now have just started to figure out the little tricks and cons car dealerships have been doing, but we're still learning to see through the cons that the solar companies might be planning. Like car dealerships, solar companies advertise things like low interest, no money down, or in big red letters, lower than your electric bill. But what does that really mean? Sometimes the loan looks cheap monthly, but that's because the initial price was inflated. It's like when all the car dealerships say, oh, the car is 50 grand, but in reality, they can make it 42 if you poke them enough. So before signing anything, ask for a cash price and a finance price so you can compare the two, the interest rate, the dealer fees, and the total loan cost over time. Do not look at just the monthly payment. That is how expensive systems get disguised as affordable ones. A low payment does not automatically mean a good deal. Something you should also try to do is to never rely on a verbal promise. Get the exact equipment listed in writing. Things like your panel, inverter, and battery models, as well as warranties and monitoring platforms like apps. A trusted solar company should have no issue giving you all the specs up front and in writing. Transparency will not scare a legitimate company. One of the most popular comments we see in solar company reviews is, they were amazing until the install was done, now nobody answers the phone. And honestly, that matters more than most people realize. To be honest, solar is not entirely finished after the install is done. You still have setup bugs like troubleshooting, utility approvals, or warranty claims for initial faulty parts. And the best advice we can give you is just call the companies. See who's knowledgeable, see who answers you, and see who just doesn't even make a second for you. If you give them a call, you leave a message, and they never get back to you, then it's probably not meant to be and you didn't want to work with them in the first place. So at the end of the day, solar is not the problem, it's a bad solar company. A properly designed system sold honestly can actually benefit homeowners, but the wrong company can turn a good product into a terrible experience. So do not sign if someone pressured you to, do not sign just because the monthly payment looks low, and lastly, do not sign unless you fully understand the equipment, the financing, the savings estimates, and most importantly, who is actually going to support you after the installation is done. Because like we said, a trusted solar company should welcome scrutiny. And if asking basic questions makes them feel uncomfortable, that tells you everything you need to know. So hopefully this information has helped you today. Like we said, we built a quiz and the link is down in the description and it'll set you up with a company that we've already vetted and trust for all your solar needs. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. That's all we have for you today. So peace out and stay charged.